Welcome to another elevated TradeHouse EFX session. Now, I know you've been waiting all week. Watched the video last week. You're expecting to see something different this week, and I just want to be the first to tell you sorry. You're probably not going to see anything indifferent than what you saw last week. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm actually happy because if you're someone who watched last week, then you saw what happened. You saw what is going down. You saw what we have here in Elevated FX, and you're excited. So welcome again. This isn't your second time seeing this. This is your first time watching this. You're watching live. You're watching a replay. Go ahead and drop some pieces in the chat if you're watching this right now from wherever you are, from your mobile phone, from your computer screen, from your TV. If you got loved ones behind you right now, make sure they drop some peace signs because before anything, it's love. And this is all love. Now, I want to be real. I just saw the message. Name of the live is okay. So I won't even, you know what I was going to do was I was going to go through this line of excitement and leading and the build up. But one thing about us here at Elevated Trade House is time's our most valuable asset. We don't waste any of it. And we don't encourage you to do that either. So that being said, this is your boy, Seuss Miliano, aka the Digital Plug. And I have here with me. Actually, I got quite a few people here with me tonight. But we have the CEO, the Dwayne Wade of Forex, of digital market. I have so many different names for this man. I probably come up with a new one every single week, mainly because he shows so many different characteristics from being a servant to the team, from being a leader, from being a rebounder, right? But we have the CEO live with us on the Trade House call, Carl David. I know he's there. Carl, if you're there, just let me know so I know you can hear me. If you're here,
I'm here loud and clear. I'm here loud.
okay, we got one. We got one. And then we also on the other side, we have the Steph Curry. You heard it, the Steph Curry of Forex, the man that puts up on the charts numbers. And he showed you last week the numbers he put up for himself. Also, if you guys are a part of EFX, you see the numbers he puts up in the groups for the people. And we have him here again live on the EFX Trade House session. We have Mr. Dre Day FX. Dre, you on the line with me too?
I'm here, Sus. We're
All right,
walking here. We're
good. Let's
walking. We're
go.
walking.
So, hey, look, what I did last week, I felt like I talked too much because when y'all got on the stage and y'all started, you took over, you started shit. I really felt like, I probably shouldn't have said anything. I should have just, did what I'm about to do now. Pass the floor off to you. So, without further ado, for those that are watching, I know it's the nighttime session. It's Wednesday. It's your favorite night of the week. It's the midweek reversals for those that are waiting for it. But I know this is your favorite time. Without further ado, I want to bring to the forefront, I'm sorry, the CEO, Mr. Carl Davis, so he can share this information with you. CD, are you on the line? Go ahead and pop in, man.
I'm here. I'm here. How's it going?
Bro, it's going well. I'm in a UCAD trade. That's up. I think I was in a GCAD trade. That was up too. So, for far as for my field, bro, everything is well. How about yours?
Oh, fantastic, man. You know what's really cool about these type of calls? We wanted to do it a little bit more laid back and have fun. Because we're all doing the same thing. We're looking at the charts. We're trading. And it's no better thing to do it than to just vibe. And what we wanted to do with the trade house sessions was not only just like go over some trades for the week with the tools that we have, but also really just kind of like mastermind and talk about elevation and ways to do it that maybe you haven't thought about. If you're watching this right now, and you're a forex trader. This type of circle is the type of stuff that we ourselves were looking for years ago when we just started off trading, right? So it's a pleasure to have a panel full of awesome people like this. You're gonna hear some powerful stories as we continue these trade house calls. But I know what's gonna happen is people are really gonna transform their situations, right? I'm not gonna say lies because I'm not. trying to go all there, right? But you're really going to transform your situation by listening to this stuff, by applying it, and it's just incredible. It's a pleasure, seriously. So, Dre, I know you have some things that you wanted to go over for the week, and I know we have a special guest tonight as well, who had some really cool results to share with using some of our products and services. So, I'm excited about that, sis.
Man, I think you said a mouthful with the first words was laid back. And honestly, man, I don't think until we got to EFX that was ever even really a reality, right? Everything before this, I think we can all attest to it, bro, has been fluff, hype, pump this hoorah, rah, 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 screaming, yeah, really, really, really just share like lifestyle and things and not so much as to, the realness, right? Like, yo, straight numbers, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And I think that's what makes everything so great here is because as you said, this is the only place where you can come where you will get probably the most laid back. You can get fortunate enough to talk to the most laid back people because I'll be honest, I don't know outside of this, I'd be able to get on the phone with Carl David. I don't know outside of this, I'd be able to get on the phone with Dre Day. I don't even know outside of this, I'd be able to get on the phone with the people that are about to come up that's on the panel right now. Now, maybe 3 years ago, but where they are right now, where you guys are, and the things you have going on, it definitely shows that space and time are really important, and then the people you have in it is just as important. So, again, I want to shout out you guys. I want to shout out who's ever watching this, and let you know that if you're watching this for the first time, you're hearing from people that are not only sharing with you things that will work, but are sharing you with things that are working for them in real time in their lives as well. So that's what really brings us to a trade house. There's no sense of even having a trade house if we don't have anything in common. And I'm not just talking about, trading, the fact that we can enter the markets, because if this isn't your first time on this call, then or in the forex or trading space anyway, about trading. There's something that and what you don't know. A trade house is the place you come to own your skills, to sharpen your iron, to learn from people that may be where you plan to get to, right? And that's what we like to do here is we like to share the realness. So you're going to see some software, you're going to see some tools, you're going to see what's working in real time for our trade house members. You're also going to hear from some new members that have used these tools and they were able to use them in their trading format, their trading lives, to create a successful career for themselves. So with that being said, I want to bring Dre to the forefront because Dre does an amazing job at sharing what it is we do at EFX, or not even what it is, because I believe y'all know what it is. I think you just want to know how. Most people, they don't even, most people, honestly, let's be real, Dre, most people don't even care, what it is you do or even how you do it. They just want to do it, right? Until it's
Right.
time to do it. Then they're like, wait a minute, how do I do this, right? And then when you come to that moment of realizing that you don't know how to become Jay-Z or Beyonce, you got to learn it, you shut down. The best thing about EFX is we give you what's working for us. You don't just see the results from the person. You don't just, see the numbers in the bank account. You see the person and you see what they're using in real time. So, Dre, without further ado, man, I want to pass this over to you so you can share how people are using EFX in real time right now.
All right, perfect. So thank you for this introduction. My name is Andre Dervo, aka Dre FX. I'm the software manager here at EFX. And as you all know, I don't know if people were on the previous call that we had last week, but we saw some movement in the market regarding of the Enigma system that we're using. And I'm just going to re-show you exactly what we're doing here. And a little update I'm going to do here on my FTMO challenge. As you all know, the last time that I was on the call, was I already past Sus? I don't think so, no?
Nah, you weren't.
No,
Okay,
you have one day left.
1 day left, right? Okay, so let me show you guys exactly where I'm at right now. Just gonna share my screen here. Perfect. So the challenge was passed here. Let's confirm. No fluff here, guys. It's there. Pass, 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 pass. Everything with our system here. And now, right now, I'm on the verification part of the challenge. So basically, it gives you 60 days to pass the actual verification, and the amount of profit that you need to target is half of what you had on the previous one. So right now I'm up a little bit, $39, but my drawdown is way down. Everything is good so far. It's been only 2 days, guys. So this is where I'm at right now. Okay, so that's awesome. So within the next few days or few weeks, I should pass this challenge here for sure. So let's go on the charts so I could show you guys how it works. So I'm just gonna do a little replay for you guys so you could see exactly how the system works and exactly what we're seeing and how many people right now in EFX is crushing it. So let me do that right now. And if you have any questions, guys, make sure to leave them in the comment section if you're on YouTube. We're going to be glad to answer them for you. So right now we have a setup here on GCAD that was on Monday, and it was a sell setup. So the same way, if it's a buy or sell, it's going to be the reverse. If it's a buy, because the stop loss will be under than what you're seeing right now. So you have the sell, the stop loss. I always say sell. I don't know why I'm doing sell. It's my French maybe that's doing that. So sell SL. It's because it's sell. So stop loss, entry, and you have your TP zones. Okay. So
Wait a minute. Are you showing everybody how simple how this works?
exactly. It's simple. So you see exactly you basically you see if you're not colorblind, you
What
see
I'm,
the
what I'm
color.
looking at right now, usually when we're watching, let's be real, guys,
Yeah,
right? Let's be real. When you're watching forex videos online, you don't see most of the time a before and after, don't you? Right? You see a screenshot of before, and then all of a sudden after they won the trade.
exactly.
Showing us right now, and everybody watching this right now, is what the market looks like. You know, when you're looking at the charts, if you're watching this video right now, this is for you. When you've been in one of those trades and you have no idea why every single time you open the trade you get stopped out, and then you go into a frenzy, you buy, and then you get stopped out there, and then you sell, and you have no idea what's going on.
Mhm.
You're telling me that this tool is showing us where we should probably get in.
Exactly. You're 100% right. And that's the main issue for most of the traders right now is that they have the good analysis of the trade, but they don't know when to enter the market. That's really the most important thing in Forex is when to get in and when to get out. And with Enigma, it's giving you exactly the actual price to when to get in and when to get out. I don't know if it's not amazing, but that's that's really the that's really a really awesome concept that we have here. And I never saw something like that. I don't know if you guys saw something similar or
The really cool thing about Enigma is it's not supposed to be copy and paste, right?
facts. Yep.
You as a trader watching this video right now, you're not gonna go in and take every single trade that comes at you. You're not gonna go speak to every woman that walks by you. You're not gonna listen to every rap song that makes it onto the station. You're not gonna listen to everything the freaking president tells you to do. Do you understand my English? Right? So now when something like this, a tool that is designed to help you print money in one of the largest financial markets in the world, moving $6 trillion a day, gives you a hint, right? It's like an open book exam, right?
Yeah, it's like a cheat sheet.
So So the way that this works, the beautiful thing about it is you can use it with like your own framework. It's amazing, and it's you don't have to have a whole bunch of guesswork in trading anymore. And the beautiful thing I like about Enigma is the fact that you can clearly see which way the market is headed.
Exactly. I would say it's an extra confluence of your framework, right? That's what I would say to everyone that trades that,
Yeah,
that
I'm
is
sorry, I got
trading.
so excited. I forgot I use this every week, man. Can you,
Yeah,
all right, you can show us how to use it?
yeah. So basically, you have your entry, like I said, you have your TPs, and as our CEO says, you have to make sure that it lines up with your framework, right? Because we're not robots. We're not gonna enter in and out of the market based on what we're seeing. It has to make sense, right? So if you see that it's a downtrend, right now it's a downtrend right now. We could go on the higher time frame, but right now you could see the structure. It's going down right now. So I would bet that this signal would make sense to enter. So let's continue to see what happened. Boom. So here, so that's the hour candle. So this candle, you already hit TP1. This one went back, but it's still going down. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. So here you have TP2 hit. So far, so good. TP3 hit right here. And on top of that, Enigma send you another alert for another sell. Can I get an amen on that?
Hey, preach. Hey, I'm over here, and you know what? I hope y'all don't get mad at me, man, because I had to keep muting myself because I'm over here listening, but I'm watching too. Because I'm like, yeah, I get it. You know, we're definitely not robots, but you don't have to be Albert Einstein for this. Like, if you have a strategy that works, like how I think last week I was talking about how I use Ichimoku with ADX, and
Yeah.
I can literally see it without even having my indicators up. I can see it playing out when this shows up the same exact time, bro. I literally, when my crosses happen, this thing prints out. I caught this trade on Monday. That's why I'm laughing, man. I promise you.
Yeah, 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 exactly. And like I said, you have to implement that with your tools that you already use, right? So SUS is ADX. Mia, I have ADX too. That's one of my main thing that I'm using. And if it lines up with my ADX, with my actual framework, I'm in for the kill. So it's it's really awesome. So let's continue on this one. So you have the same concept here as this one. So you have a sell set up. You have your stop loss, your entries. Okay, we're still looking for downtrend overall. So let's see how it goes here. So TP1 hit already after an hour or two, or basically an hour, not that quick. And sometimes it's not gonna give you the full TPs, right? But as long as you could secure your profits, guys, overall, and we do have a trade manager that is going to really help with your trading, guys. So it will manage your trade based on your entries that you're putting in. So you're going to be securing your profit, even though it's not going to give you the TP3. It's going to give you TP1. You could secure partial and let the rest ride. Okay, so this one only hit TP1. Now we have a buy setup. So that's the way it's going to be set up here. So yeah, there's your stop loss, your entry, the TPs above. So you have TP1 hit right here, TP2, and that's where we're at right now in the market. So that was a trade from today.
Wait, Andre. Okay, so maybe some people are new who are watching this right now. Maybe you're
Yeah.
not a seasoned trader, and you're maybe a newer person who's like, hey, I'm interested in forex. I've been looking around for stuff, but nobody's really tried to show me how to build a business out of this, how to do it in a strategic way, right?
Hmm.
If you're watching this right now, right, Andre, I got one simple question for you. Did
Yeah.
did you did you draw anything on the charts what you were just showing right now?
At all.
What did you draw anything on the charts?
Nope.
Seuss, did he
No, yo, I told you I gotta keep muting myself because it gets to the point where I feel like you know how you're waiting on what's the catch? Like what is it? You're waiting for something, and the fact that you know there's nothing,
yeah.
you can't help but laugh at it every single time you see this play out because there's nothing that Dre is doing.
So there you go. Just right there. 90% of people trading forex have a really, really, really hard time. Most people trying to get funded in prop firms have a really, really, really hard time. A lot of people in MLM companies right now, we were doing that too, are really, really struggling right now. And this is a way to make it a little bit easier to see what's going on and gives you a tremendous edge in the market, right? Because again, an open book exam where the reward is profits. And we live in a time where it's 2022, guys, where you can literally buy money. So was money ever we were having a conversation about this not too long ago, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
And you know, right now you're watching this video and you're struggling to pass your assessments to get funded, and you're questioning like, man, I thought if I had more capital, if I had more money, I'd be able to trade better, right? And then it's like, no. Once you have the skill set, you can grow any amount of capital. And here, what this is doing for everybody who's using it, you're able to see a little bit better what you may not have seen before. I'm just going to say it that way. You're able to see a little bit better what you may not have seen before. And by utilizing it, just the framework right here, because we optimized it, these amazing, amazing team in the back end, guys, optimize this system so you could use it. So if you're brand new, asking yourself, hey, can I use this to make money? Yes, you can. Can you learn how to do what we just showed you? How to look at a chart and then risk a certain amount of dollars. Let's be real. You know what money is now. You guys can go Google this. If you didn't, please go on YouTube and search what money means. It's not what you think. It ain't what you thought.
No.
Okay? And I've been trying to say this for 10 years. I was labeled as one of the crazy ones. Now you're listening. It's not what you thought. So, because money is energy, and you can see the energy on the charts right here, imagine how you can channel this and not have to get a second job. That part. Imagine having a different plan instead of going to college as your sole plan. Not saying that's not a plan, right? But what you're looking at right here can provide the lifestyle, the freedom that everybody seeks. Period. Period. And because it's not something that is difficult to comprehend, it's something that you could teach your child to do. It's like run with it, run with it, because stuff like this won't be this won't even be around forever. That's a fact, right? We're gonna use it and create amazing testimonials and stories from this, like you're seeing right now, man. People are struggling right now in the forex market. You're watching. You're one of them right now. If you're still watching this right now, and what all I want to really channel to you is join the community. It's what we designed is a systematic way for you to build results in the forex market, in the cryptocurrency market, and not about the hype. We went through the hype. The hype is cool. It's fun. But right now, you have the chance, the opportunity to manage hundreds of thousands of dollars. Seriously. And you don't play around with that. So we want to empower as many serious people as possible to run with us and make it happen. Because I got some stuff I want to show you guys on the screen in a second. Is basically the same thing, where every week we literally use the same exact tools to follow along and make profits in the market. And if I don't know if you're doing well, you don't care. Awesome. But if you're not, right? This is for you, right? If you're not doing well, if you suck, then you should join. Because you won't suck for long. Seriously, you're gonna get baptized. I know we got a testimonial that Brittany wanted to share. If you're still there, I know you were at the gym, bro.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, cool. So, Suze, I don't know if you wanted to, just ask.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was going to say if you want me to, I can go ahead and
Yeah, because I missed that initial call that you guys had, and he was telling me about it, and I just wanted to actually make it raw and bring it out to live to everybody right now.
Yeah.
On the interactions there.
Yeah. So, hey, Brendy, man, what I want to do, man, again, I thank you for your time, and I'm going to go ahead and reintroduce you. But while we got you live on here, man, I'll just kind of recap what we did for our interview, and you can go ahead and regurgitate those words here. So, first, man, I want to let the world know we have Brendy, who is an EFX member, one of our founding. I'm going to say been with us since the beginning, and we've had a lot of success, had a lot of different trials and tribulations. He said in his previous story that we wanted to be heard by you today. So with that being said, Brendy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool, man. Hey, well, again, man, thanks for jumping on, and I definitely don't want to be too long, but what if you could for the people, just explain very briefly a little bit about who you are, what you do, and where you were before EFX.
My name is Randy. What I do is I'm a full-time trader. And you said where am I? I'm in North Carolina.
Yeah, you said you're in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. All right. Well, I definitely appreciate you letting the people know where you are in the world right now. So just tell us, Brendy, really briefly, man, what was your experience like, before joining EFX? Were you a profitable trader? Were you struggling? What's the story?
Well, of course I'm struggling, man. I started off wanting to, just to learn how to trade. I went through a lot of different places, YouTube and everything like that, and I learned a lot of different strategies, and nothing was working out for me. Going through all that struggle for a couple of years, and when I finally got in touch with the CEO of the company, he just let me know that, hey, you come here, you'll definitely learn how to trade and everything. And the moment I joined on, I just followed the plan that he laid out through the educators that he has and everything like that. I just followed the rules, and I just started becoming better and better and better as I became a profitable trader.
Wow, that's powerful, man. So, Brendy, I got to ask you this, man, and I know it, but there's people out there who aren't inside EFX, and they don't even know what we're about to talk about. But I got to ask, and I wanted you to share this with us as well. Since joining Elevated FX, what has happened?
What happened for me is, just after just taking a few bumps and bruises, but I started becoming a lot more profitable as I started doing my trading. And, and what happened is I finally, did a prop firm, and I passed my account. I passed my assessment, which I'm very, very happy and proud of myself for.
Okay. All right. So, well, so let me pretend like people there's somebody out there who has no idea what this uh insane accomplishment that we're about to recognize you for is, but let's pretend like they don't know what it is. So I'm going to say it, but you can kind of give your feedback onto your experiencing with it. But for those that don't know, Brendy just passed a prop firm challenge for one of the prop firms of his choice, which we don't tell you which prop firm to choose. We just give you the tools and you do as you feel. He just passed a prop firm challenge and is well on his way to trading a. I don't even know if there is a cap on the amount of money you're about to be able to access, Brendy, but I know that you passed that. So, one again, congratulations. We want to thank you and we want to congratulate you for what you have done. We're so proud of you. But explain to us, the feeling you felt taking this test, passing it, how EFX contribute to you passing this challenge.
The journey emotionally for me was just going on day by day, taking the trade and being like, okay, oh, well, I'm up this much. Okay, cool. Or just stick to the rules. I'm up this much. And then as it started going, and I'm like, wow, I'm really about to do this. And as it started becoming day after day, getting a certain percent, having a rule, going to, a percent, then doing another percent, and then just going by day. Once the challenge came, I was able to, be able to pass the challenge a lot sooner than what it was expected. But using my rules and following my rules, I was able to overachieve on the challenge based on all the education that I was given. So I'm incredibly happy.
Hmm. So it was like you had an aha moment, right? That light bulb went off.
Oh yeah, when I started seeing that, oh wow, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm winning 3% here. Okay, I only lost 1%. That's not bad. Then the next trade is going to be 4% here. Then okay, I'll lose 1% or half a percent. Just always being managed. Always managing the right type of trade, not over leveraging, and just following the plan and just going through the path. Everything was working.
Powerful, powerful. Brittany, you said something that really stuck out to me. Um, while right now, people that are watching this live, they're seeing a chart, they're seeing this in live form, the same tool that you were able to use to help you pass your prop firm. But one thing that isn't on this screen and isn't on this chart that you said that also contributed to you passing that prop firm challenge was the community. You spoke about the community. You spoke about how Elevated FX, helps you to kind of own your skills. And one thing you just said right now was stick to your guns. It sounds like you got a nice game plan with risk to reward, right? Where you're not risking too much, you're not over leveraging anything. So, could you touch on that a little bit for us while we have you here live, man? About the community and how EFX as a community played a part in you succeeding in your challenge prop firm?
Well, the community is exceptional, man. I really just be being able to speak with the trainers, and also with the the educators as well. Following them, they're really down and hands on with you. They'll talk to you about what's going on and how, based on what the plan that you have and how to tweak it, and what fits well for you. But for me, what I do is I just follow what they're doing and I copied every single thing that they do, and I just literally use it, and you can never go wrong with that. The community is amazing. Just being able to communicate, open door policy, be able to speak to the educators, be able to, respond back to you. But everything overall, as a whole, I just enjoy being here, other than for other places that I've joined. You never really have that kind of access, or at least that kind of education.
Powerful. Powerful, man. Hey, Brendy, I thank you again, man. I heard this again and again. I'm still like drawn away for words because for the person that's watching this for the first time, you may be somebody who was where Brendy was and just looking for not even the sauce. You may have already have the sauce, right? You just may need that confirmation, that accountability that sometimes can't come from the people, from your loved ones or from the people that you see every day. Sometimes it has to come from a community. And that's why I wanted to highlight that because I definitely can attest to the community. And when Brendy spoke about it, it definitely showed me how powerful it was from an outside perspective. So, Brendy, we thank you, man. Thank you for your time, and we wish you nothing but continued success. We know you're going to be well on your way to trading multiple M's with prop firms, because the good thing about with what you did with the first challenge is you do it once, you can do it again. You do it again and again and again and again, and you build this history of consistency. So we wish you the most ultimate success on your consistent path career as a trader and as a member here with EFX, brother. We thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you so much. Now let me hit the gym.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, if you're still watching this, what I wanted to actually do, I don't know if you guys noticed this in the background. Can you guys still see my screen?
Yep.
What I was doing was allowing Enigma to play out in real time like it does in real time, right? This is bar replay, trading views feature. And what we saw was the first trade was a loss. And the previous trades, well, the subsequent trades went on to win, and then we had another loss, and then we won, and then we had another loss. So what this thing is doing, right, is if you don't have a winning system, I just showed you one, and the amazing thing about it is everybody can see it for themselves. Like what's going on is the market will print us an alert, and even if you don't know how to trade yet, right? Once you start to get into our education and you start to see stuff like this happen in the market and it starts to break down, you're literally learning how to trade by using this system. That's what it is. It's killing two birds with one stone, and it's incredible. So wanted to show people how it works. This is exactly what you're getting when you're getting, with EFX, right? This is raw, wide open. Um, and this is the same tool that Brindy and many other people are using to do better in the markets. I didn't want to, I think that was just Pro USD, and that's enough. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, had a great week too. Right?
Hmm.
Great week.
Nice week.
Yeah, guys. Okay, this is what I wanted to show people. Once you understand what's truly happening for you right now, if you're watching this, it's not by accident. Seriously, it's not by accident. You want to really take advantage of what's going on. This is what printed this week. This is the one of the setups that printed, and here we have the entry for a Euro USD sell. All right, and Enigma told you to place your stop loss around here, right? And what you're gonna notice is the stop loss is about 37 pips. But if you're trading, right, there's other things you can do in here to do what you gotta do. I'm just gonna say it like that, all right?
Yeah.
You can do what you gotta do. But what's going on here is we have a sell that printed, but I want you to really see the power. All right, this is your risk. All right, I want you to truly see the power. This is your risk, and you're in profit, of course. All right, 1 hour, two, I just do three, right? Because that's TP3, correct, guys?
Nice. Yep.
All right, so that's what ended up happening. So we got take profit one, take profit two, take profit three, got smashed, and then what's really cool, what started to happen was um, more sell setup started to print. Right, the market is super bearish, but what I want you to do is pay attention to what just happened, what actually happened. And if you grab this nugget and run away, then awesome. If you didn't, then you really should pay attention, because stuff like this is what is going to change your life. All right. I wanted to actually show that whole setup that printed from Enigma this week. All right. So we had a clean one, two, I don't know what it is yet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. One to
Then,
six. One to six was the reward
mhm.
off of a beautiful setup. And you decide how you want to manage your trade, right? Because and the beautiful thing about this is nobody's telling you what to do. You can take profit at 1 to 1. You can take profit at 1 to 2. You can take profit at 1 to 3. You can do whatever you want. But as you can see, the system has the potential to do just that. Give you a whole swing, right? 180 pips, 190 pips, 150 pips. When you used to struggle to catch a 1 to 1, 30 pips, right? That's what I wanted to show the potential of how to frame certain trades as well, where you're gonna see 1 to 3s, and then you're gonna see, this thing. We don't know where Euro USD is going right now, right? This is my
Yeah.
game. We don't know where it's going right now. We don't know where it's going right now.
And another thing to specify for everyone, not only you could trade on forex pairs, you could trade it on indices and metal too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I used man I got the US 30. I got an alert for like every minute, every time frame with this,
Exactly, and
and
you can
I
set
don't
up
think
your
I'm.
own alerts too, guys. It's not sent automatically. Not only the one that we are sending on FX setup, but you can set up your own alerts. So that's even powerful.
All
So
right, I'm excited for TradeHouse sessions later too, because that what is it, London session? You jumping on?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was about to ask. I'm like, well, at this point, man, we usually, well, not usually because this is fairly new, but we share the sauce, right? We get a testimonial from somebody that used the sauce and passed it, but then we get straight to action, because typically this is the time where we will be trading anyway. So if there is somebody that's watching this for the first time and you didn't see last week, then you know that this is really the moment where you can choose to get on board if you haven't already. Like I'm not, we honestly aren't tailoring this video, this recording to anybody in specific, but if you're somebody that's out there that heard about us from somebody that may have shared this link, uh, go ahead and join, honestly. And if you didn't get here by anybody, there should be a link below, left, right, up, above, not sure wherever it is, but get started. First, you create your free account, and then from there, you get to choose the products, the services that you want. You're seeing live right now one of our primary products, which goes by the name of Enigma. It had everybody. You'll see what you'll see is when you get on the inside, everybody else has their own strategy for it. So you may hear different names, but the mother, the creator, the source is Enigma. So you're seeing this in real time right now. Also heard about us having a trade manager, which helps us to manage our trades so that we don't have to worry about blown accounts, over leveraging, over risk, more, doing anything outside of what we plan to do. So if this is your first time here, definitely create an account, definitely sign up, choose whatever product you want. We really aren't here to tell you what to do. We're just showing you what's working for us. With that being said, Dre, I'm not sure if you have any more setups you want to show anybody or anything else
Yeah.
you want to break down.
Speaking of about the London session that I did last week, if you missed it, you wouldn't miss that move because I called that trade.
No way, did you, bro?
Yeah, on the it was around
Ah, Seuss, I fell asleep.
yeah I called that trade. I said, guys, it's a bearish movement.
Listen, you
Take
caught that.
that trade.
Listen, all right, that is crazy, man. I
And
fell
since
asleep
then,
that
it's
night.
been going down
Yeah, that's a
until now. So
No,
you would be in the trade for the last week.
yeah, that's
The
a
same trade.
that's a swing trade, guys.
Swing
Right?
trade,
It's
yeah.
not. Sometimes you get in for the 1 to 3. You just scalping. You just intraday trading. Sometimes you must do a swing or a position trade. And the thing is, the educators here at Elevated FX trade different styles. I'm learning. I'm the CEO, but I'm learning how to trade from these amazing guys. For real, that's what it
Mm.
is. Position trading is nothing I've ever even thought about till now. You know what I mean? You can hold a trade for months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So don't miss the London session, guys, because those are powerful sessions.
Cool. So it doesn't look like you need to trade all day, every day. It looks like
No,
a few quality setups a week,
exactly.
a month really could do the trick. Could really move the needle for a lot of people.
Yeah, and even if you trade only one pair, guys, you don't need to trade all of them. If you trade one pair, just master one pair, and you have the tools to master one pair with Enigma.
yeah, because what I'm seeing, Dre, is those blue lines. I'm just going to speak like this is I don't know what trading view is, but those
Mhm.
three those lines are days, right? Is that the date where those blue
Yeah,
lines going down? So that trade you called out was 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, 4 days in that trade, 5 days, 6 days. That trade is still in. We're in the day 7. We're in a whole nother week, which makes sense because you called that 7 days from today, which was last Wednesday.
yeah, it was on the 31st and on the recording. If you go back on the YouTube channel and you go at the last minute, you're gonna see that I called that at the end. So yeah,
Now I know this isn't supposed to be about us, y'all, but I'm a little perplexed that I didn't take that trade either. CD, I'm like, yo, bro,
and I
I
was really
got
at the
one
end of that
time.
swing here. So I saw that and I was like, okay, yeah, that shit's gonna slap.
Then Enigma done gave me like 3, 4 other times. Like, all right, he said it. There it is. One more time. There it is. 2 more times. And then I think I see it a third time for the even pullback. So I ain't got no excuse. At
Yeah,
this point, nobody at no the thing is you don't win if you don't show up. That's what this is basically saying right here. You just gotta show up. And if Enigma's not gonna help you, somebody, one of the scientists like Dre, can potentially put you on to something that he sees using the same software so you can position yourself the same way. I'm done. Dre, I promise you, bro. Every time you talk, I'm gonna listen. I listened before, but I'm really, really, really gonna listen now, bro.
yeah,
Because
great
you
stuff.
said it. And you know what? I'm sitting here watching the video. Look, I done pulled up the YouTube video, the end of it. I'm like, yo, he damn sure did. Yo, I don't know what I was doing. He used one of my favorite pairs, bro.
Yeah,
Ew.
it's powerful, guys.
So
So don't
powerful,
miss
man.
out. Don't miss out on any of the sauce because we're giving you the sauce for free, basically.
I mean, it pays for itself. This is a cheat code. What it
Yeah,
costs shouldn't.
right.
It's. This is amazing. The fact again, the fact that you can buy money in 2022 is one of the biggest, leverage points in the trading space. And utilizing stuff like this with, you know, a good framework, right? You still gotta follow the rules.
Right. And we always say that we already joke about call that we have to sell a dog just to get something done.
Oh yeah.
So now it's really a good time to sell your dog and get on it.
I remember in 22 when he, come on, let's be real.
Yeah,
This is real talk, guys.
the facts.
Never had
The-
y'all never had to sell something to get by. Seriously, right? You
Yo,
so bougie. You listening to this right now? You always had it good. It always just fucking worked out. Really? Seriously?
yo, Carl, you
Man,
remember like what 8 7 years ago our situation,
yeah, I remember.
man.
I remember it, bro. You went through a lot. You and your fiance. That's a lot to go through. You had it all, and to lose everything that fast,
Mm,
and guys, this is what really, what's crazy? Because
what?
social media is what it is, y'all think trading is supposed to be easy. Y'all think
Easy.
trading is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be excited. You're supposed to be bored as hell looking at these charts, man. You're supposed to be numb when this
Mm,
money is being made. Complete numbness. It's not emotional. It's a business. It really is.
it
And
is.
because nobody's really sat you down and show you that, you struggle. You struggle. We had to get baptized. I'm talking about baptized. I'm talking about like all the stuff that we thought we knew.
No, we didn't know 1% of what exactly it
It's,
was.
it's a lot to learn, and it's a lot to learn, and you become the market. You become the market. It becomes you. It becomes you.
So you,
Having a plan is the biggest key to winning and trading, though.
it's a,
Because like you said, the stuff that we had to do years ago to get by, y'all don't even have to do that now. Drake, you're talking about having to sell a PlayStation or a laptop or whatever, or just getting out of the whole situation because
yo, I remember. Yo, I remember. I sold a iPad, a MacBook, my iPhone to pay my rent.
yeah, yeah, if you're listening to this right now and you haven't gone through some of that stuff and you're struggling, trust it's okay.
Exactly.
And if you did go through some of that stuff and you're listening to this right now, trust it's okay. You're gonna be
Exactly.
all right, right? You're gonna be all right. It's really your time. That's why I'm gonna channel to everybody. It's your time.
It's your time, yeah.
It's your
Because
time.
right now the learning curve for you guys, it's so easy right now. I'm jealous.
I'm jelly too.
Yeah.
The market goes two directions. One, it goes either up or it goes down. Can I get a yes?
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
It goes either up or it goes down. Yet, the majority of people find it's a struggle, and it really is because of the psychological aspects and mindset. Like we all went through it. I went through it.
Mm.
Thinking because we don't because it's because you don't know that you don't know. First of all, you may have heard about forex from somebody else, or you was in a company and you just got that's how you got started. You're not. It's okay. We all got exposed to it different ways, but you don't know that this is a machine that's designed to take money from you. You don't know that, and you think it's oh, I'm just gonna go and trade. Nah, we learned that you have to build a plan. You're gonna have to learn about who you are. Are you a greedy person? Are you a nonchalant person? Are you on point? Are you disciplined? It's like it builds character. Um, but having a cheat code like this just gives you a faster way to get to succeeding in the markets because it's not like all people should have to struggle for 9 years to start seeing some wins. Think about that, guys. You're, I know you're watching this and you've been struggling for 5 years at least, right? At least
Yeah.
three.
Hey,
It's three.
that's why when you get something like this, it makes you think like humble for what you almost don't even want to be humble, bro. You almost don't even want to be quiet about it. You almost don't even want to not tell anybody. You almost want to tell everybody, right? Because when you go through something and when you grow through something, there's usually a new version of you, or there's a new experience or a new perception that you have, right? And this right here is ultimately, what most of us spend 5, 6 years going through. And it's not that we're trying to perfect who we are or, perfect the perfect strategy. It's just perfecting, the way we believe the market moves. And a lot of us overthink, we overcomplicate, not only over leverage. Now, go ahead and raise your hands if you know what the word over leverage means, because I was a big, I want to say per victim of that. But you learn from other people where they tell you risk it. You got to risk more to make more. There's no risk,
You
there's no
ever heard
reward.
you ever heard the whistle? You gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, I feel so bad because I think that came from our previous community. I think I
I,
think you came from a trader that learned from us.
I think a couple biscuits came from there.
So that's what I'm saying. When you finally get something right that without a shadow of a doubt, not only and I don't say works because again, like you said, CD, you have to have a plan, right? Not that this thing. Now I'm gonna be honest and don't hold me to this past profits. Well, I can't even say that because you can go back and replay this thing back since the beginning of time, and this is still going to spit out the setup it believe were true setups. And in the market we're in, where you don't win every trade, it's almost like, yo, we don't expect to win any trade anyway, but now we have some software that literally gives us the best setups to go along with however we see the markets. It's almost like, yo, you got to brag about it. You got to tell everybody, and you got to have posture about it because we spent those 5 years of just buying into the hype, buying into the fluff, and, spending 300, 400, $500 a month, hoping that that next month would be your changing month or hoping that that next trade would change everything, right? Look, I'm being real because not only was I a victim, but unconsciously I was the one helping to bring people into it, not knowing in the beginning, right? I didn't know that. Hey, look, we really should be focused on, prop firms. I didn't even know what a prop firm was, bro. So a lot
Right.
of us went through a lot of the hoops and hoorahs, but to come to people like Elevated FX to have software like Enigma, it eliminates all of the time. And we're really about, collapsing time frames. So you save 4 or 5 years of following, joining companies that's probably not going to be here a year or two. You save 3 more years of learning a strategy that probably works. You just didn't test it enough because you didn't have the mindset. You save an extra year of trying out different software to go along with your trading strategy once you figure it out. And now you get it all in one place. So I say this, man, and guys, please, if there's anything you can borrow from me, I don't even want it to be my energy because I'm pumped up, I'm turned up, tuned up, tapped in 24/7. But I want you to borrow the conviction that we have. And the best thing is you don't even have to hear the words. You don't see my face. You don't see Carl's face or Dre's face for a reason because we want you to see what it is. It ain't about us. It really ain't even about our stories. It ain't even about you and your stories. It's about what you're seeing on the screen. The market doesn't care about us. It probably would never will. I can't say what it may not do 10, 20, 200 years from now. But since the beginning of time, the market has had no differences or separation to race, creed, color, what's in your bank account, who you are, none of that. So what we are, who we are, doesn't even matter. What matters is what you believe you're going to go and how you plan to get there. And what you're seeing on the screen is the vehicle that will help you get to that destination in your mind that you're trying to get to. That's all. That's all I hope you can borrow is a conviction, and that I know without a shadow of a doubt. You can look in the screen right now. You'll probably see my face up close to the mic. Like literally, I'm looking, talking through the mic because the conviction in me, I know is channeling in you right now. Even if this isn't your first time, you may be watching. You may have been with us for 3, 4 months, for 2 years. It doesn't even matter the time. But when your time hits for you, that's when you decide. So seeing information like this is just another confirmation. And people like myself, like Carl, like Dre, like Brendy, who you just heard, we're just confirmation and the ideas that you already know exist here on Earth. And guys, I need to drink some water because I'm getting pumped up. I'm sorry, yo. I just had a moment. I had a moment. My bad, yo. I had one. I had one.
It is.
See,
It's time. Yeah, it's time. It's time for people to use these tools. It's time for you to pass your assessments. See, seeing the before and after of past trading results to current trading results, and I'm choosing my words very carefully in a sea of a lot of confusion in the space, is incredible because it really is 180. It's night and day. It's you went from struggling and losing money to not struggling and profiting consistently. That is a game changer. And because you watching this video right now know that 1 plus 1 equals 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3, 2 plus 1 equals 3, but also you also know that this system that I just showed you and that Seuss just broke down and that Andre just broke down is as simple as that same math. 1 plus 1 equals 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3. You can't unsee what you just saw. Now it's learning how to trade is one thing, but you can't unsee what you just saw because I didn't just teach you how to trade. Dre didn't teach you how to trade. Sus
Yeah.
did not teach you how to trade forex. We did not pull out any Fibonacci retracements. We didn't pull out any ADX tools. We didn't show you moving average settings. I didn't go into what the trend of the month is. I didn't go into any type of fundamental news event that's going on. I'm not utilizing any sort of other, what is it, driver to talk about what we're talking about. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. And I'm super happy and grateful that this is here and we were able to create it together because I got 2 kids. I got 2 young boys right now that will see the markets at some point in their lives, right? And guess what? They're gonna have stuff to be able to make money from it. How amazing would that be if you could provide stuff like that, that type of knowledge? I'm not even talking about what you're seeing on the chart. I'm talking about that type of knowledge to your family, to your kids. All right, that's what this is about. And you know, we all went through a lot the last couple of years. Seriously, the whole planet. And it's redemption time. It's a shift of energy. It's chaotic right now, but I know that what during chaos brings opportunity. And if you um, understand what's happening right now, I'm not saying what's happening because you feel a global shift too, and you're ready to position like you want to start winning. It's time. You want to start having different results. It's time. You want to stop struggling. You stop blowing these accounts. It's time, right? Every time you take the trade, it goes the other way. It's time to do something different, right? Every time you take the trade, I was right there with you, bro. Sis, I was right there with you. I took the trade, it went the other way. I take that shit twice just to see what happened. It shit both went. How is it possible that I take a buy and a sell and they both go the wrong way?
Yay.
That's the type of energy you're dealing with.
Yeah, man.
It gotta be the market, bro. It must be
Yeah,
the
you gotta
market.
be working. Yeah, yeah,
But the most beautiful thing that I learned through my journey in trading is that I have the ability to control everything, and that's as crazy as it sounds. I have the ability to click the button, market goes one or two directions, it goes up or down. I have the ability to choose my position size. I have the ability to place my stop loss where I decide to. I have the ability to move the stop loss when I feels like it's gonna hit it. I have the ability to shut the hell up and let it hit it because it's supposed to hit it. I also have the ability to over leverage. I also have the ability to not over leverage, right? Because that right there, you haven't had that conversation with yourself yet. You do. You need to have that conversation with yourself. When I had that conversation with myself, it gave me a shift. I was like, oh snap, I'm doing this to me. It's not the broker. The spread is a factor if you don't know what you're doing and you're only doing retail trading, right?
Hmm.
But it's not the market. It was always you. It was always you not wanting to admit that it's okay to win 40% of the time. That was your fault. You got to win 90% of the time. No, you don't. The best traders in the world don't win 90% of the time, 80% of the time. Damn near, they don't win more than 50% of the time. And that's because that's just the nature of the beast. Because what's because that factors into everything, you build an edge. You don't trade every day. You don't trade everything. You don't buy and sell. You choose what you want to do, and by doing so, Dre, you went from taking hundreds of trades to a couple trades a week.
Yeah. Want me
And
to show you
that's what I
how
really
again?
feel. That's what I really feel. People, if you're watching this right now, that's what I really feel you need to hear. That's what people are not talking about. You're probably losing because you're taking too many trades. You're probably losing because you're getting mad, and then you're like rapid trade. Who does like? I used to do that. I remember where I would have a literal mental breakdown where I would just go crazy and say, look, it's either I'm going to win everything or I'm going to blow this account again. Shit. It's either it's going to hit this time or you're just going to blow the account again. When you get to that point in your career, you don't have a career. You know what I mean? You hang it up. But some people are really, I'm talking to that guy who's stuck even at that point, right? Who's if you've been in a situation where you had to break down and cry about this shit, like you've been trying for years, and you've utilized your finances, you utilize your financial resources, your family's resources, your wife's resources, your husband's resources, trying to make this work by joining companies, buying tools, investing into scams that you thought was going to do it. I'm talking to you because this academy, this platform, this situation right here is refreshing. That's all. That's what I want to say. It's refreshing. We want to lead with not the hype. We want to lead with the results. We want to tell these type of stories, and that's what we're going to continue to do. Hopefully, you can catch our podcast. Right, we're going to start doing podcasts called No FOMO, hosted by my man Day Day Woods from Houston. And yeah, it's time. We're gonna start growing this thing. Elevated FX has been quiet in the background, right? And now it's time to share with everybody how to build a profitable business without losing your pants. I think that's pretty cool, right? How to
Yeah.
build a profitable forex business, a wildly successful forex trading business using other people's money in 2022 and beyond without losing your pants or skirts, whatever y'all wear. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready for the trade house session, dude. I'm ready for London.
Yeah. All right.
I'm on here looking for. I'm scalping, Dre. You got me hungry, bro. I need another 7 days.
You still salty on that one, right?
Yes, yes. Mainly because y'all haven't changed the screen, so it's all I see is like, yo, it's just
Oh,
there looking.
oh,
It's
my
right there
bad.
for me. It's like, you know what, bro? I want you to sit with this one. I want you to know what it could have been and what it should. For those that are watching this, if you want, yo, this was last week. Last week, so you can see what waiting on anything does for you. Not to say that you'll never miss a chance because the market's not open, 24/5 or 24/7 for crypto, but waiting, a missed opportunity is so big in this space because you never know just when you're getting in and where it's going to go. Now, I'm seeing a trade that usually maybe, may move like a day and then reverse and go back up to pull back to that same price. But I'm seeing something that was called last week that has not come back to that area since. So I'm perplexed as a word I want to use for the night. Perplexed.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So don't miss out on the London session. It's gonna be a party.
All right, guys. So I think that wraps it up. I
Yep.
want to say thank you for sharing this amazing time with us. If you're live on the call, and if you're watching this replay, definitely absorb everything that was shared, and we'll be right back here next week, Wednesday, with more testimonials, more results, and just a little bit more value to continue to spread the good word. To help people find success and results in this space full of noise, right? Keep it real, um, and just give you a leg up. And I'm excited for the rest of the year. I'm excited for everybody here with EFX, and it's a pleasure.
That being said, let's grow. You guys heard it.
Yep.
CEO, EFX spoke. Drayden, you got any words? I think that's going to seal the deal here with everybody for the night.
Yeah. So just jump on, guys. Make sure to lock in and let's get it.
Let's grow.